football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. The Commodores will put total leather to crank us up. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Volunteers offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. Last time these two rivals got together, guys, there were hurt feelings and some dead fish handshakes in the aftermath, and this might be just the recipe to cook up some revenge, Jesse.
Well, they're going to be motivated, that's for sure. The losing team, they have been hearing about that blowout loss now for a very long time. They had this game circled, David, all offseason, hoping to get that payback.
Oh, man, and you get all the quotes, all the people talking about, all those blowhards on all the different networks, i.e. us, talking about how bad it was and how embarrassing it was, and now you get a chance to get some payback. They're excited.
Makes the grab. It's Harvey. There he goes. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. And the Volunteers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's it, 5. Connection to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This offense is humming less than a minute inside the red zone. It's 1st and 10 from the 20. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He's got it. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. And the Vols started this drive backed up in their own end, and now... And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Vols!
And I love this offense and the way they started this football game. Listen, last week we did, okay? Forget last week. Nice job coming out, setting the tone in this ball game, putting a long drive together, and getting a touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Vanderbilt Commodores offense has its first opportunity of the day. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over, he got sacked. Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often, they hit him early, they got sacks on him, and then he started feeling it. His eyes came down, he started floating the ball over the middle of the field and putting it...
Wide open spaces. Inside the 30. He's at the... Touchdown, Vanderbilt. Excellent pass by the back on the option. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. That he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. He's going to throw deep right side. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Using his legs, it's Harvey. Turning it on! And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. He's got it down the right side. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam. The defense finally got it. Now they'll run the draw. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Now the play fake. Pulls it in. It's Worthy. How about the little toss out to the fullback to give him a touch?
And you said little toss because they're not trying to throw bombs to the fullback. This is a guy that's going to be more of a possession wide receiver. But if you can depend on him and he can catch the football consistently, you can get those little gains, those positive gains, and keep the defense a little off balance.
Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Intercepted deep in his own end. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Leaves it with the back. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Vandy. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise, continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. That's reeled in. It's Harvey. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover. And you saw a great example of it with that running back.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Quick completion on the out route. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. The Volunteers come to the line with a new set of downs. Just keep slinging it. Under fire. Got it in the middle, it's Harvey. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Back to pass. On the move to his left. He's got the tight end. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Quickly complete. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Volunteers!
Yeah, how about the design of the play? Doing a great job. Get it to your man, your running back, now turn receiver in space, and let him do damage. Let him catch the football. He can do the rest. Be that special player in space that you know he is, and get into the end zone.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Give to the running back. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. And the Commodores heading quickly to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Almost had the completion, just missed it. Neyland Stadium alive, a cauldron of orange noise on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab on the left. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Commodores are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. They bring the punter onto the field now. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Bottled him up, not a whole lot of room to run on that return, and that's how this period will come to an end. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Snagged in the middle. It's Gentry. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The ball's in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. It's complete to the left. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Oh, they're after him. Look out, he's got room. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. And the Volunteers line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Makes the grab outside. It's Gentry. He makes a little bit of headway and is pushed out of bounds at the 43. Here's the handoff. Got the 1st down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Vols want to crank the tempo. To the air on 1st down. Trying to get behind the defense. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. So now it's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. He wants to change this route. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's got it on the move. And the catch into the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Commodores will punt this one away. Makes a move. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Working that left side now. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to make magic with his feet.
Nice job by the defense getting after the QB. He's trying to scramble around. He's trying to go get that first with his legs, but he's not able to do it because the speed on defense.
He's going to let it go. Got it. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1. The explosive play set the table. Now they got to serve the feast. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And this is an area of the field, man, who can be more physical. And you know I'm going to run the football a lot of times in these goal-to-go situations. First and goal, can I be physical? Can I get closer? The defense.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
From the gun on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Commodores will try to pin them back with the punt. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Touchdown ball! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off. And this defense is just getting squeezed by the Big Orange, and he's cutting him up like Peyton Manning.
And no answers. I mean, he's really had his way. They haven't made him feel uncomfortable. If I'm a Vols fan, I'm jacked up that I got this guy at quarterback because he's showing he can put up some big numbers.
Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. From the gun, running back on the move. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Quickly complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Now this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Commodores will call on their punt team. They'll look to pin them deep. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Caught in the backfield, it's Schroeder. Open space at the 25. Oh, he's got some space. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense has put on a display in the 1st half, and they have a chance to... Big guy tries to barrel in. Touchdown, Volunteer! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead.
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Pressure coming. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. The play action fake. Fires to the big fella. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Lanning. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. Wants to go up top on first down. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. The Commodores will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Just over 30 seconds to play here in the first half as they take over 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Gentry. And it's a first down, they'll mark it at the 44. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Power football with the run. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together, and a fun first half between these rivalries.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Commodores are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Here's the pressure. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Tight end finds a soft spot. At the 45 on his way. Lots of running room. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. The Commodores come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Got his man on the right. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. They're working that left side.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Under fire. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. Splits the uprights right down the middle. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. On the move from inside his 5. He's got great speed. Oh, what vision. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get it. It's a touchdown. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Handoff from the gun. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. And the Commodores come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They'll run the sneak for it. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Finds the tight end. At the 35, he's loose. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Commodores are marching down the field. They'll go to the ground. Makes one man miss. Breaks into the open.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. You got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
He'll keep it himself. Oh, it's a fumble. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. And the Commodores have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Wideout trying to get it in. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Commodores.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
So here is the Tennessee offense. They'll go back to work with a sizable margin still up there on the scoreboard. Fires to the wideout. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back.
He hurls one deep down the left side. It's caught. Racing down the left side. Touchdown ball. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scaffold, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Winston. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They'll give it to Johnson. There he goes. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Back to pass on second down. Pocket breaking down. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Well, the defense, they're smelling blood in the water now. Of course, they've already knocked the starting quarterback out of this game, and now with the backup in, they're bringing more pressure. It almost looks like...
And he feels the heat coming in and burns him up. Another sack. The Commodores will punt it away on fourth down. Hauls it in at the 40. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Fires to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. Second down, he'll throw it. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Volunteers! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
It just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. This offense has it with really good field position. To the air on first down. Makes the grab on the left. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Wants to go up top. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tennessee!
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with the scrambling quarterbacks that... and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. For 6.
He'll bring it out. It's Winston. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. From the gun, the running back has it. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. And the Commodores now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Drives into the pile just to pick up a 1. They'll spot it at the 10. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. The handoff to Johnson. He stopped at the 15. Not enough for the first down, and you'd think we'd see the punt team.
All right, fans, let's make some noise. It's 4th down.
Corrals it at the 45. Excellent coverage and tackle that time, and that's how the 3rd quarter comes to a close. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Wide open downfield. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. Offense will try to get some momentum going on 1st and 10. Fires to the big fella. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Now on 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows that.
Turning it on. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown ball. And they take it in for 6 more points. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide.
When you've got a losing skid, there's nothing like some good old home cooking. They came back home, and they have played an outstanding game. And let's give this crowd a helmet sticker. They've been so loud. You know they've impacted this game, and that's the beauty of college football, helping their team get back in the win column.
Spits it out to the back. Makes the catch. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. The Commodores are threatening in the red zone.
And that's a 1st down for the offense.
Pulls it and fires to the left. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Rushes on him, and the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Zings it complete to the right. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. He was on target with his first kick, and this one ought to be easy from 20 yards away. He splits the uprights, and they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt.
There he goes to the left. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. Wants to throw. It's Knight. Snagged out of the air. Oh, he's got some space. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. Looking to the end zone. And he can't quite make the... as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. Baylor has the lead right now, but even though we've heard sick of a bunch, this has been a nip-and-tuck affair inside McLean Stadium. They're up by a field goal over Charlotte.
Trying play action.
We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Gets it out fast. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Now facing a third and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Working the middle. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Commodores come to the line with a new set of downs. Hand off from the shotgun. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Operating in the red zone here on second down. The give out of the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure. They're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the fourth quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. The give, and tick, 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 tick. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. Back to pass, it's Knight. A shot for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got an open man. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. On first down, here comes this offense. Looking to throw on first down. He's got it in the end zone for another touchdown, and this is a full-fledged beatdown.
And that's a nice job by this offense. Nice job putting a drive together late. This might seal this football game. And nice response. It's nice to be home and come back to the home crowd after you've lost a couple games. Get some mojo going back in your way.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Here's a heat. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The Commodores have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Now third and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Escapes the sack. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. And the Commodores will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. On his way from around the 50. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get it. It's a touchdown.
Punt returners, man, you just got to make one guy miss. You make the first dude miss, and then a lot of times it's off to the races. This guy is so dangerous in the open field, as he shows right there in the punt return touchdown. Well, every coordinator has a couple of two-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. This has been a really disappointing performance, David. No question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, you're talking about.
Now facing a 3rd and long. They'll test the right side. He's tackled right at the 40-yard line. That is well short of the first down, and let's see if they go for it here. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Touchback? We don't want no stinking touchback. Here he comes out of his end zone. That is coverage just the way you draw it up. Don't even let him get started, and they knock him down deep in his own end. Trying to escape and get it himself. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. The offense has it 1st and 10 from their own 20. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's got it inside the 30. Running wide open down the gut of the field. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the tailback. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Give to the back. Fights off a defender. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. They get to him as he throws. Last pass falls incomplete, and that's going to do it. You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side